Take a walk to the supermarket and you'll find so many variations of the same product. Most of the time, people simply grab the product that looks the freshest. However, did you know that these products that we consume daily may be GM foods? So what exactly are GM foods? Genetically modified organisms, GMOs, are organisms in which the DNA has been altered in a way that does not occur by natural genetic recombination, which is the production of offspring with combinations of traits that differ from those found in either parent. Making a GMO requires comparative analysis, which compares the genomes of organisms with the trait to those of the same species without the trait, hence identifying a gene. The selected gene is inserted into a vector and used to coat tungsten or gold particles that are loaded into a Teflon bullet and shot through the gene gun at high velocity. This penetrates the nucleus of the cells from the crop, allowing genes to be incorporated into the genome. The cells are left to grow. This is known as the gene gun method. With respect to food, GMOs refer to organisms for which the DNA has been altered to create desirable traits through selective breeding or crossbreeding within the same species. On the other hand, genetically engineered foods refer to foods for which the DNA has been altered by human manipulation, often by inserting genes from an unrelated species to introduce new traits. Genetically engineered foods are an extension of GMOs. A breakthrough in GMO technology came in 1973 when Herbert Boyer and Stanley Cohen engineered the first successful GMO. Commercial sale of GM foods began in 1994 with the sale of the Flavor Saver delayed ripening tomato. GMOs allow us to create plants such as corn that are better resistant to pests and diseases, increasing the amount of harvested crops, which helps by feeding people in developing countries. They are also more economical, despite the higher initial cost of seeds. They reduce the need for pesticides as well as the manpower needed, cutting costs and improving financial gains. This also reduces the impact on the environment when it comes to polluting the soil with chemicals. Foods can also be engineered to be of better quality and stay fresh for longer, extending its shelf life and reducing food wastage. Another benefit is that crops can be engineered to withstand weather fluctuations. This means that they can provide yields of good quality despite a poor weather season, helping farmers to be less reliant on the weather and have a steadier income. A worrisome issue in GM foods is its ability to trigger allergies in humans. Some of the genes used in GM technology might be taken from an organism that causes allergies. Inserting the gene into another organism could cause the food to express that allergen as a trait. In addition, a new allergen could be produced when genes are mixed across different species. Given that some GM foods are modified using bacteria and viruses, new diseases may emerge. The threat to human health is a vexatious aspect of GM technology. When you consume foods that have antibiotic properties, the properties are left in your body. This makes other antibiotics less effective and makes it harder to cure diseases in future.